Imagine this. You walk into a crowded room, voices clashing, opinions flying like arrows, egos inflating with every sentence. Everyone is talking, but no one is listening. In the corner, you notice a figure. They say nothing, they just observe. And yet, strangely, all attention drifts toward them. Why? Because while others are full of noise, this person is full of space. That space, that emptiness, is where real wisdom begins. In our world, we're taught that knowledge is power, that the more you know, the more valuable you are. But what if the opposite were true? What if power lies not in accumulation, but in subtraction? Laozi, the ancient Taoist sage, once said, "To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove them." This isn't just poetic, it's psychological. When the mind is crammed with certainty, it can no longer see clearly. But when it's emptied of assumptions, space opens up for something deeper: truth. Here's a strange paradox. The wisest people don't rush to speak. They don't cling to their beliefs. They ask questions. They sit in silence. They change their minds. And yet, these are the people we trust most, because their calm presence doesn't come from needing to prove anything. It comes from having made peace with not knowing everything. This is what the Buddhists call beginner's mind, a state where the cup is empty and anything can be poured in. Most arguments, whether online or across a dinner table, aren't really about truth. They're about ego. We argue not to learn, but to protect our identity. Certainty feels safe, but it's a trap. The more certain you are, the less you question. The less you question, the less you grow. And without growth, there is no wisdom, only repetition. Think of the last time someone insulted you. How quickly did your mind flare up? That's your ego, demanding to be defended. But what if you didn't react? What if you just stayed still? That stillness is not weakness, it's power. To respond instead of reacting, to choose rather than be controlled. This is where real influence lives, not in the volume of your voice, but in the depth of your presence. There's a reason why the truly wise often seem invisible. They aren't chasing recognition. They aren't driven by needing to be right. They aren't performing. Instead, they're listening. They're absorbing. And when they finally speak, their words cut through noise like a blade through silk. Because they speak from clarity, not clutter. Here's the truth no one tells you. You don't become wise by reading the most books or quoting the most philosophers. You become wise by letting go. Letting go of needing to win. Letting go of needing to speak. Letting go of needing to be someone. And in that letting go, you begin to see. So the next time you're tempted to argue, to defend, to show how much you know, ask yourself, am I speaking from emptiness or from ego? Is this helping me understand or just helping me feel in control? Because every moment is a choice between reaction or reflection, between noise or silence. Imagine this. A mountain doesn't shout, a river doesn't argue, yet both shape the world in their own quiet way. Real wisdom, like water, flows from depth, not volume. If you want more insights like this, subscribe. But more importantly, take a breath. And remember, sometimes the wisest thing you can say is nothing at all.